Before I start the video, can we get a moment of silence for the Black Ops 4 beta? You guys are probably wondering why I put that in the intro, and it is specifically because sadly the BL4 beta ended for this month, but it will be returning in September. But that is, in my opinion, a really long time from here to now for such a good game like BL4. But I'm not here to talk about the beta ending. I'm here to be talking about what the title says of this video, which is whether or not BL4 is worth buying or not. Which, me personally, I do think that the BL4 is worth buying, and I'm here to explain why also. The first reason why I think that BL4 is worth buying is because it's not like BL3, Advanced Warfare, and Infinity Warfare. It is ground based. It doesn't deal with any jetpacks, which I was not a fan of, and I really didn't like the jetpacks. It really got me angry and annoyed. And instead, this game is ground based warfare, which I really am a fan of, because it reminds me of the games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Ghost. So that's one thing I like about this game, and I think it's worth buying because of that, because it's no longer dealing with jetpacks, which is really gave kids an advantage, where this one you have to use more strategy since it's more ground based to get out of situations. Another thing that I like about the game is where it's a thing where you get to heal up manually. If you guys have been playing Call of Duty, you have noticed that instead of letting you heal up manually, it will do it automatic. But this one, you have to do it manually, which I'm a huge fan of, because I really like the fact that you get to do it manually instead of like waiting to heal up automatically. So it is right there where it shows the check next to the shield in the middle, and the button to heal up is L1. It takes some time to recharge once you use it, but it is worth it, and it doesn't take that long. It takes about like 10 seconds, but that may seem like a lot, but once you use it, you'll notice that it's not as long as it seems. So that's another big factor on why I like the Black Ops 4 beta. The third reason why I like the beta is because of the maps. All of the maps that were in the beta, none of them were too big or too small. Each of them were like a reasonable size for combat, especially for TDM. All the maps had places where the main action was. For this one, it is in the house, either most likely in the middle area, or where some kids like to be aggressive and push the enemy's spawn, which is right here. He pushed the spawn, but he ended up dying, and then I decided to push their spawn. So that's where most of the action happens on this map. I was a huge fan of this map, and then the other map, I forgot the name of it, but it was, actually I do remember the name, it was called Seaside. It was a map where there was this church, and that's where most of like the action would go on. Look for like kill confirmed and TDM, and everybody would be in there, and it would be a lot of chaos, but there would be enough kills, a lot of kills for you to get if you go to that area. But one thing that I dislike about this is that kids love to camp in this game. That's one thing I noticed in this beta. But there's only 3 things that I dislike about this. But besides that, the game is amazing. And I'll tell you guys the 2 things that I dislike later on in the video. But yeah, the one thing I dislike out of the 3 is that kids like to camp in this game mode. But a thing that I do like is the guns and the sniping. The sniping is really smooth, which is one thing I like about it. And then the guns. The 2 guns that I like that are my favorite are the ones. One of them is the one I'm using in the gameplay right here. And then the other one is the remastered MSMC. I do not remember the name, but it is the MSMC from Black Ops 2 that I am sure of. I used to use that gun a lot, and I really love the way the gun is, and basically the gun overall. So once I saw that it was in this game, and when I unlocked it, I was super hyped and happy to use it. So now I'm gonna basically be talking to you guys about the other two things that I dislike besides camping in this game, where kids camp. The 2 things that I dislike were the specialist abilities. The first specialist ability that I disliked was the vision pulse. The reason why I disliked this was because it is too overpowered, and instead of one person being able to see everybody with the vision pulse, it gives your team the ability also. So once you activate it, it gives you and your team the whole vision pulse also. And plus the fact that on the map you'll be able to see enemies, and then like your little circle area where you'll be able to see them too, and then plus the vision pulse, that is just too overpowered. And I think it's just, I don't really like that because it's unfair for the enemies, or like for you yourself, it's being used against you. But another specialist ability that I do not like is the prophet abilities. The prophet's abilities, one of them both being electric abilities, which if you didn't know, basically I think it is the remastered, what's it called, I forgot the name, but it was from Black Ops 3. It was that electric dude. But yeah, now this one has 2 different abilities. Instead of having that like electric, big ass electric gun, now you have a sniper where you be able to snipe them, and then once you snipe them, they'll be on the ground and they won't be able to get up, and they're just electrified, and then it's like basically they're stunned, and I do not think they can get up from there. Like they're stuck there, and then easy kills for you there. And I think that's OP, because I don't really like that because it's OP, because you won't be able to get out of it, and that's just an easy kill for them. And then another thing is the ability that he has is where he sends like a hoverboard, I believe. It's like a hoverboard, and he sends it, and then I think it just like electrics you. I said electrics you. It's it stuns you or something, and then you like electrocute it. There we go, electrocute it. Yeah, you get electrocuted, and then you're just standing and you're just getting electrocuted, and then in order for you to get out of it, I think your teammate has to shoot the hoverboard to where you can escape. I know that because I saved my teammates a couple of times when they were in that ability, and then I had to shoot the hoverboard thing. Once I shot it, they were free. So that's the 2 things, the 2 specialist abilities. Well, yeah, the 2 specialist abilities that I do not like and I dislike, and I'm not a fan of. So basically that's about it. Besides those three things, besides the camping and the two specialist abilities, this is a really fun game to play, and I advise you guys to get it. If you didn't have the beta, trust me, you can trust me, this is a fun game to play and it's really competitive. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys plan on getting BL4 because I know I am. And it's been your boy Ace, and I'm out. Peace.